Hello again, and greetings to all of you out there in YouTube land. A brief update, quick update. I don't know. Um, let's see what's going on. Still job hunting. Went on an interview the other day that seems very promising. Call center work. Totally keeping my fingers crossed. Really want this one. Um, Still trying to help my sister find something because she and I are in like an odd position. We're too qualified for most things, but we're also desperate and broke enough to apply for things that we know we're overqualified for because a paycheck is just quite frankly more important at this point. Yesterday, the building maintenance was supposed to come to fix cracked paint in the ceiling of one of our rooms. And it's important because in our building, we're on the top floor. Our ceiling is the roof. Nobody showed up. So I called and left them a rather annoyed message. But the interesting thing there, sorry, I'm giving a lot of glare with my glasses here. The interesting thing there is that the super came by for another matter. And while he was here, we were talking because, I'm friendly and he's friendly, and discussion happens in the course of chit chat and such. And he mentioned that he thinks that this building is being sold. And I was confused and I said, didn't they just buy this building? And he goes, this building? No, they've had this one like 6 years. It's like, oh, good. So that means when we moved in and they said this building is a relatively recent acquisition, they were kind of fudging things a bit now, weren't they? I'm sitting here annoyed because it's supposed to be my day off and I woke up at like 6 for no reason. And in the few minutes I was downstairs, I missed a phone call. Okay, yesterday, it turned out that several of the things, well, actually, I'd only ordered 3 things, but the things that I ordered on Cyber Monday, while not technically Cyber Monday deals, they were just things that I'd been meaning to order, and Monday was the first chance I had. For some reason, they all decided to arrive yesterday. Almost. Now, I'm the paranoid type, so I tend to check things when they send you tracking numbers. I look at that stuff to see what point it's at, because while I don't have a job that requires me to be out of the house on a regular basis, I do go out. I can't stay inside the entire time, winter or not, high of summer or not, because I can't stand being cooped up that long. I admit in summer I go out less because I don't like to leave the comfort of living in my air conditioner, if at all avoidably possible. But in the cooler parts of the year, the chilly end of spring, the decent part of spring, and the matching parts of fall, which to someone who grew up in Maine means really anything above 55 or 60 degrees, well, capped off at about 80. I have a limit. I go outside. So yesterday, all of these, 3 things, all of these were supposed to show up. Well, the thing for my dad showed up, the thing for me showed up, but the order from somewhere, I won't say where, excuse me, that contains stuff for me and a birthday present for my sister didn't. And somewhere around 2:30, I got one of those gut feelings that says, wait, this should have been here by now. So I went and I checked online on the tracking number. Well, lo and behold, it said it was delivered 30 minutes before I checked. No, it hadn't. No, it hadn't. First of all, there would have been a tag. Even if they'd left it with a neighbor, there would have been a tag. Beyond that, I never left the house yesterday. Much as it pained me, I was home from the time I went to bed Wednesday until I left to see Sam off to work half an hour ago. No, an hour ago. Okay? That entire time frame, I was here. So that's a complete lie. So I got on the live chat for the shipping company. Sorry, I'm snacking on my breakfast. Explain what was going on, that it hadn't been delivered. I had checked downstairs in the vestibule. I had looked outside of our door. I had checked with the neighbors. There were no tags. I had covered all of my bases. And she apologizes politely. She says, well, apparently we have it down as being misdelivered. I said, what the hell does that mean? What? I didn't swear. I said, but what does that mean? What do you define misdelivered as? And she explained that in their terms, no, I'm not going to use the company name, in their terms, it meant that the driver had scanned it, delivered it, soon after, realized his mistake, or her mistake, retrieved it, and still had it on the truck to be delivered yesterday. That was 2:30 in the afternoon. Well, I said, so what are the hours for home delivery? She said, until 6 p.m. Well, 6:30, I still have no package. The other things came at 2 o'clock, but they were through the postal service, like the USPS. So 6:30, I get back on the live chat, and I got another lady, also polite, trying to be helpful, not as informed as I'd prefer she be. And she says, well, they could come as late as 8 p.m. because it's up to them to stay out until they finished emptying the truck in case things have been picked up or misdelivered or things like that. She kept apologizing and said, if it doesn't come tonight, mind you, this is already 6:45. I've been talking to her for 15 minutes on the chat. She said, if it doesn't come tonight, it should come tomorrow, probably midday. I was like, what the heck? Why should I have to stay home an entire another day waiting for this thing that should have been here today and wasn't because the driver screwed up? That's not fair. I already paid for the thing. I already paid for the shipping. Now I have to pay with my own time? That doesn't seem right to me. Does that seem right to you? And all she could do was keep apologizing and keep apologizing and keep apologizing. I was like, you know what? Just don't. Just don't. I just want my stuff to come. I don't even care what you have to say at this point. No, I did not actually say that to her, but that was the series going through my head. Just like, you know what? I don't even give a crap. Just don't talk. Stop, shut up. So I got done with the chat. No, it did not come last night. Well, in the 5, maybe 10 minutes I was downstairs this morning, they call. The company calls me to see if they can figure out what's going on and to let me know what information they have, which I'll give them points for. I mean, that's to their credit. I called with legitimate complaints more than once, and, well, not called, but I contacted them more than once yesterday with legitimate, detailed complaints that they were able to verify in their system as I was explaining them. So they know it's not me. I'm not being fraudulent or something. I'm not saying, where's my package when I've already had it for 10 hours. That's not what's going on. And I swear to you, on the phone, I called back and I got the same person after I was transferred. Says to me, well, it looks like the driver went a bit scanner crazy because in the span of about 4 minutes, the driver scanned it at least 4 different times. And someone is trying to chat me on Facebook. And, you know, we don't think that the driver ever actually delivered it anywhere. The guy on the phone said to me, I don't think he actually dropped it off somewhere. I think he scanned it wrong, tried to rescan it for something else, and then realized he was doing that wrong too or something. I don't know. I've got to call into him. Hopefully he'll call me back very soon. Is this the right number I can reach you at? And, you know, the one I left the message. I said, no, that's our home phone number. That's fine. I mean, you got the name right. You've got the address right. This is me. I'm not planning on going anywhere today, which is in fact true because today is Friday and technically my day off, and I wasn't really planning on going anywhere anyway. But now I kind of have to stay here. And I said to him, you know, well, what's going to be the situation? And he said, honestly, I don't know. I really do have to talk to the driver first to figure out what's going on. I want to say that it's going to be delivered today. I just need to get in touch with him first to make sure that I'm not giving you bad information. So he said, hopefully I'll hear from him soon and I'll get back in touch with you. I was like, okay. So that was my day yesterday, which is just like, I should see who's trying to chat me on Facebook, is really just ridiculous. So now I'm stuck home no matter what. And I don't mind it terribly much because I got such an incredible inconvenience. I mean, I got so much done yesterday around here that there's stuff to do, but not an insane amount of stuff. And sorry. I'm trying to make sure that a friend can get in touch with me for someone else, for some other thing, and It's getting complicated. What else? Um, oh, the same reporter who came, excuse me, to interview me for his piece on WPIX 11 News. His name is Greg Mocker. He started a contest based on a policy that New York City has implemented at a ridiculous cost. Where I don't know if you're in New York or not, but in the city, they've decided they're going to post these basically pictographs. Underneath those, there's going to be haikus about safety for that particular location. So, like, they're posted at really problematic intersections for the most part, places where there's higher than average incidents of hit and run or jaywalking or, some traffic related thing. Okay, fine. So he started a Twitter and Facebook contest for haikus about the situation. And he said, the ones that really stand out, I'm going to read on the air. So the first night of that, he picked one of mine to read as his sign-off tag instead of his usual sign-off. Because, a lot of reporters who do the more human interest stories, they have their own individual sign-off, like they have that key phrase name that everyone knows them by. That's the guy for helping with this, and this is the girl for helping with that, and this is the guy who does this shtick. Well, he used my haiku in place of his own normal sign-off tag, and I thought that was pretty cool. I told my dad about that. He was like, wow, you and this reporter guy are getting to be really good friends. That's a great thing to have a reporter who's a friend. I was like, dude, we're not going out for coffee. What are you talking about? This is not like, he's a personable guy. He's easy to talk to, but that doesn't mean we're going to, like, meet up for drinks or something. What the hell? I try not to get that overbearing with people. I don't want to assume, because that makes me seem like a stalker. That's what that does. If I turn around and I tell people, oh yeah, well, we're like the best of friends, he's completely my BFF, that makes me stalker girl. That's what that makes me. And I'm not that girl. I have my own crap to handle. So Tribble's napping in her hammock. She's being a good girl. She's actually been pretty good the last couple of days. She hasn't been terribly hyper. But I'm still trying to figure out what we're going to do about the holiday season, because there's going to be a brief period of time where we need someone to check on her. But we haven't decided the when yet and who it's going to be, and we may just stay home. I doubt it, but I don't know. So, okay. Well, that was supposed to be brief, but it's 13 minutes. I guess for me that is brief. All right. So that's the end of that. Hopefully I get that package today, because there's some good stuff in that package. Not just the present or presents for my sister, but there's stuff in there I want, that I got for me. I want my crap. All right. Well, signing off for now, and hopefully your weekend goes smoothly. I have no idea how mine's going to go. I'm already you can probably see, I'm already pretty dinged up. I was doing so much cleaning yesterday, I was not paying attention to my periphery, and I kept smacking myself on stuff, and this is the result. I've got cuts and scratches and scrapes and scars and bruises and nastiness. And it's not just like the worst of it is right here, because I was filing something and I came up way too close to the table, and the table went hello smack. So the worst of it is on my face, of course, but I did smack into several other things. I've got a sore shoulder, my leg is killing me, my ankles are hurting, my wrist is hurting from filing papers and doing this for too many hours. So I'm gonna go relax and maybe take something for the pain. Eat my lovely croissant, which I think they inadvertently didn't charge me for, because I ordered 2 of these and a coffee, and I think he only charged me for 1 of these and a coffee, which doesn't bother me in the slightest, because if nothing else, it means he short-sheeted the company, not me. And I go there often enough that I figure it's a wash in the end. So, hope you all have a good weekend, and I will speak to you again before the holiday season.